I just want to thank you guys for making it possible, for supporting the channel, for me to be able to buy things like this industrial style 10-inch bench grinder by Jet. This is going to be the unboxing. I also got a stand for it. I'm going to take my little Craftsman grinder home. It has been okay, but back in my other career as an aircraft pilot, I worked with a lot of aircraft mechanics and got to use some of their equipment in the shops, and they used industrial style equipment, which was very good. Now this little old 5-inch grinder, it works okay, and it's good for a home shop in your garage, but I'm going to take it back to the house and put it in my garage where it used to be and replace it with the industrial one. Now this thing, I looked at all the reviews and they say this one came out on top every time. It spins up to speed, I think, in less than 2 seconds, and you can't bog it down. And I think if I put a good wire brush on the left side, and I'll pick probably a coarse stone on the right, I'll be happy with that. But first, let's assemble this stand for it. Oh man, good cast iron. A good cast iron stand. Heavy duty, really heavy duty. Rascal's heavy. Might want to put it in place. I'm going to assemble it out here just for the sake of doing a video. And you know, the man ought to look at the directions. Well, this is a heavy gauge pipe too. I'm going to left the directions on my desk. Let me pick those directions up and get a look at it. Make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, I put the pipe in the stand, and then we'll fasten them down with the hex screws. But I need to get that grinder over there. That thing weighs over 200 pounds, I think. Let's see what goes next. This thing right here goes next. Oh, nice. This must go here. And it's adjustable with this. Leave that right there for the moment. Boy, everything is made out of heavy cast iron. This is your cooling cup. You fill this with water or oil, whatever you're going to cool it with. They do have a separation of the paint right there. That's a design flaw or manufacturing flaw. It won't hurt anything underwater. And now I just put the top on. Get a heavy gauge cast iron. Alright, so I had a customer coming up and we were talking, and I was kind of working at the same time. But anyway, we need to tighten all this stuff. The only thing, the problem with tightening this stuff, maybe we have a wrench up in here. I don't know. No, they don't give you any tools for this, but that's a metric hex head, and I don't have any metric Allen wrenches, but this one fits. It just kind of loose. All right, and I might just adjust that later, but let's see, how would I want that? I'm trying to do is adjust this thing so I could stand close to it. Yeah, let's make it like that. That way we can we won't have to step on the center one. Like this one right here gives it support, and we'll get it away from the wall. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this one down. Whoop. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is nice. Now that's going to put your grinding right here, not so low. The trouble is lifting that heavy rascal up on here. I don't know what the weight of that thing is, but it's heavy. You think they put that sticker? The warning: this stand is designed and intended to be used with bench grinders and sanders. Assemble a stand using hex socket head screws provided. Base of stand must be securely bolted to a flat level floor to prevent it from tipping over during use. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to drill a hole in my floor unless I have to. Recheck all attaching screws and bolts. Bench grinders and sanders must be securely bolted to stand before use. Always wear safety glasses when sanding or grinding, and failure to comply with these warnings may result in personal injury, which is correct. I need to move these ladders. Put it like that. I don't know why this motor's over here. Hope it didn't fall off and roll over there. I don't think it did. I'm going to sweep this. Oh yeah, we got to clean up a lot of stuff here. Let's go ahead and put our stand over there. I think it's heavy. Oh yeah. And I think we can. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh man. Industrial equipment is a joy to work with. And you guys, from the support of my channel, I accumulated enough cash to buy this for myself. And it comes packed pretty well. I have seen reviews where this thing got thrown around a lot, but This was delivered by freight. You have your shields and your attachment. Well, that thing's heavy. Put these up here. And all the bolts that come with them. Those are cast iron. Now, see what's under here. Oh man. And the wheels are already attached. Look at that rascal. Woo! Man, that thing is heavy. Golly. I'm wondering how I'm going to get that out of there. Wow. Whew, I could use some help right now. Get off of there. Alright, let's see. Come on, Fox. Oh. Whew, buddy. That rascal is tough. Look at that. If it don't weigh 200 pounds, I don't know what it weighs. It doesn't come with a light though. Guess you can buy a light attachment for it. Oh yeah. Now that is a grinder right there, buddy. Look at that rascal. We'll buy a 10-inch brush for this side. But we need to position this where we can get our bolts on it. I don't know if it comes with bolts. I may have to buy some or use some that I have. On account of it, it's not sold with the stand. The stand comes separate. Let me do this. Thumb screws. There we go. Make sure we don't have anything left in there. Alright. These go on later. I might want to look at the directions, huh? I stapled everything shut. Look at that monster. Let's see, save these instructions. Go right here. Now, how do you reckon? I'm gonna have to take those wheels off to get all that stuff in there, on account of he goes through this way. So I need a big Phillips head. Very large Phillips head. And it's got dust collection ports on it too. Hope I don't throw sparks at my wall. I don't know if this is going to be the permanent spot for it. But it very well could be. Well, there's one right there that I missed. Wow. I'd like this right here. Is this left hand thread? Nope. Golly. What size wrench is that? I believe it's going to be this size. And I may have to grab it from this side. So, take both those plates off. That one was on there. I think that's aluminum. Yeah.
Much later.
So I'm putting this tool rest on right now, and it's adjustable. course, it would be adjustable. And it says to position it within 1/16 of the grindstone. So that's what we'll be doing, but we're going to get it just a little bit closer. And this is a 13 millimeter. Boy, that's perfect right there. Let's go ahead and tighten this down. Oop. It grinds. It's when you tighten it, it wants to go backwards. Oh, I see. Let's tighten this one up. Perfect. And we're getting that gap right there. 1/16. And that's pretty solid. Now we need to take these and what do I do with a, there they are. One says right, one says left. This is right. Okay. And we have some finger screws, adjustments. And these will be attached. Let me put that one there, and I'll put the other one together. It says left. And this one should say left. It does. And I don't know, these might have a washer. Let's see. It does. Got a lock washer and a flat washer. So lock washer, flat washer. And that one needs a lock washer and a flat washer. There we go. And now we need a bolt and a flat washer. Bolt and flat washer. That would be them right there. And this says right. So go like this. You know what, that does not want to fit there. There we go. Come on now. There we go. What size wrench is that? Definitely not a 13. No, it's going to be a 10. Let's run this down a little bit. We want to adjust that like within a 16th also. And the reason they have these slots in here is because as your wheel wears down, you can readjust these. Perfect. Now you have your eye shield right there, which you can adjust with a thumb screw. Let's do this one. Put us a flat washer on that. And a flat washer on that. Perfect. And that's perfect too. So let's go ahead and mount our tool rest. Right here. There we go. Let's get it about a 16th. And what we have to do is go. We're going to take this wheel off. So I have the guard off here, and we do that because we're going to put a brush on it. But before I go to cranking on that big nut there, I want to get this thing tightened down to the stand. Perfect. Now this nut's going to come off of here in this direction. The thing I don't like about that is there's no way to lock that shaft where you take these nuts on and off. It'd be nice if you could. Perfect. So let's go get us a socket that will fit that. And at the same time we can get some bolts. 2-inch bolts. And we can measure it. See what it is. And that's going to be 1/4 and 1/8. An 1 3/8. One, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 or 35 millimeter. 1 3/8. One and 3/8 or 35 millimeter. That's 33. That's 35. Well, 35 will fit it. No, it won't. Maybe 36 millimeter. Yeah, 1 3/8. Alright, so I went down to the lumber yard and I got me some bolts. 14 3/8 bolts. Let's hope that goes through there. It does. I don't know if that's a... I don't know if it has to go through another hole or not. Gotta turn this up a little bit. Nope, it's gotta go. There it goes. Same on this side. And gotta go backwards a little bit. Perfect. Now put a lock washer and a flat washer and a nut on it. I know y'all can't see. I can't see. I'm just feeling this. There we go. And I'll feel it on this side. This thing's got rubber feet on it. And I want to pull that down, but I don't really want to crush the rubber feet too bad. And I think what we can do, we just want to flatten that lock washer enough that if you can see in that gap, pulling that gap down a little bit, and that secures it. There we go. Now we can maybe test run that thing. I do want to take this wheel off here. That's why I have this guard off. This guard is on, but I want to take that off and put a 10-inch brush on it. So let's crank it up for the first time. Oh, it's smooth. Runs nice. Gets up to speed quick. Takes a while to spin down. And we'll put water in here to cool our stuff. Nice and smooth. Very nice. Now let's see if we can take this wheel off. Let's use this. And it'll be a so we tighten to loosen. Let's see if we can get this to come off of here. Oh man, that socket's not going to see it.
A few moments later.
Alright, we got a 36mm nut on here, and we need to tighten to loosen. See if we can get this rascal to loosen. Loosens right up. Haha. And what we need to do is put us a brush on here. So I need to take this wheel off. This is a 10" by 1. A 1" shaft on that rascal. And it is opposite threads. So we'll take this grinding wheel and we'll put it away. And we'll buy us a brush. But for now, what I want to do is reinstall that guard so we don't misplace it or it screws. Nobody around here has a 10" grinding wheel. I mean a 10" brush. Now the decision is, should I use a crimped wire brush or a twisted wire brush? And crimped wire brushes are probably better for my purpose. Because a twisted wire brush can hurt you. But for now, we're just going to leave this rascal like this, and when our brush comes in, we will install it. So I made this video about a month ago, and I had to stop it because I didn't have the correct part. So anyway, I ordered a 10" brush, and it came in a 2-pack. That's what it came in. So I got 2 brushes, and I tell you, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy finding this brush. I had to look at several different places to find a brush with that arbor size. Anyway, I got 2 of them. This one and this one that's on here now. And when I went to put it back on, it wouldn't fit right because it wouldn't center on the shaft or the arbor. So I had to go down to the hardware store and buy some 1" washers, big ones, that fit in behind here to space it out to the center of the shaft. And also, I'm not sure if I put some on this side either. Yeah, I got it to where it would center up, because if you would put it all the way down, it was too far in here, and the brush would hit the side of the machine. So anyway, Jet doesn't really have a brush for this. You have to really go out and look for one. This happens to be a Weller, and you'd think that this piece right here would be wider, you know, as wide, or a bushing or something as wide as one of these grindstones, but it's not. It's just a thin piece of metal, maybe 2 millimeters thick. So you have to build up washers on either side to center it. But anyway, I got 2 of these, and it works awesome. I now have a really great pedestal grinder in my shop, and I've used it several times. It cleans parts absolutely great, and it doesn't bog down like the small grinder I had. Of course, you always want to keep your safety glasses nearby, and this happens to be the socket that you take the nut off with. But this thing spins up to speed just like that, and it's a very powerful motor, and it does a great job. I always liked using industrial style machinery when I can get it, and that grinder will probably last me a lifetime and probably be passed down to my grandchildren. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up and check this out.